Ebusa finally, ya to abani in area. A lot has happened. A lot has gone down. A lot of, allegations. Obi the ballot paper ne fa, ebi ma kebi agum, ebi a say a whole lot. Unu e ni nyina bro. This is the time I just wanted us to finish. Na make kan nyina ambom. The scenes are where hu and there may be a course so unu we need to talk about. Ubeje say a lot of people, NPP incumbent seats, and PCs, parliamentary candidates, bebre lose seat. Now one person when lose seat nkofo ka ho asempa esla wusu. So be kaina esla wusu no kasa ne boso when when we were talking about the SIM registration and esa na no unu ya mami we kasa well losing the seat nkofo kasa what ya say nyo no nko kofo bebre na lose seat na kwame A+ winning the seat unu ya ebedi hu nkomo what ya say why one place as agumo central no hey well ebedi hu nkomo na ya sanso akasa with regards to Ayawaso West Wagon what ya say Ayawaso West one there Charlie yes John Dumelo were winning seat Yebedi unkomo couple of people surprises but then again Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana for the next 6 hours 7 hours up to in the next 24 hours in a day this is just a provisional result then I say but we congratulate the former president and the incoming president John Dramani Mahama. You better need a home come over here, but over subscribe to the channel no na like video no e dey amaye. You better come on na ebeko actually because funny moment, some moment we no ma see about to him out dream how as if say how what you say yes so you better come on nyina WhatsApp today and then call me di nyina bro me di na ya dynamic.
He's about to go now.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2024 election, well, it was an open secret, except say we are NPP faithful. And who say this election and Gazano NPP for lose. The only thing is some people and I say some of us now you say the traditional way of doing things after 8 years the Bema way after the next 8 years you be changing baton after the next 8 years we just wanted some sort of competition for that because it's not creating a healthy competition for the person to know say or buy also ye BB what you say because when you say Sebiu wanya de kura no ani 8 ne de obi twansa na we free so this is the time it could be say after the 4 years or after the tenure of John Dramani Mahama no it could be say ebiana NDC and to me anja 8 years because I don't know who exactly omo de be ba say omo toa so na omo embrake the next 4 years of their tenure no what I say but and also it be play a vital role now abusia election is shase na e shase no it was peaceful everybody was voting then boom we heard say there are a couple of people omakwachinkofo say omo ballot paper wan omo twa bi gum na and obeti allegations no utibu ha na atwuma fo ase and I tell a boy bia ono no 76 ballot papers ehye no ho the police for ekwache and in fact Ghana Police Service said they did well. I tell you Ghana Police Service George Akufu Dampare and then call for no hey Charlie they did well as far as this election is concerned though there are a few issues here and there but then as usual the whole nation and the election so with this tension much tension in the air no definitely there will be that 1 or 2 hitches here and there but overall and I say ultimately they did well so atwuma fuase something happened 76 ballot papers yes na hye kwabrane ho hey huwa ballot papers makoma 76 hye kwabrane ho de kwakọ share ballot box nim adan ena onua omo pa no na so ye hye then yes e wo tashi ho baabi voters ID card no they were being printed that day now and omo print voters ID card no wha na ebimo akwa aba and some of them were like you know new because like I said omo hu se nkofo to aba na bus nso si ho so we ya de ni wi na wafa bus na woko so they some of them no mu nim de ekoso later on no and omo hu de ekoso
just a move or two ago. Let me call them, I inside I saw.
Yeah, so those are some of the things you see, you know, ewo Ablekuma West, and the sound so by say Eslawusu again. Says that I know, Unu and him say, Obabe losing the seat. The Eslawusu, and so Pachichebiane, Senya, Ma Lydia, and so Chechebiane, or Yawaso West Wagon, so Obekaya, special voting, no, Ma Lydia Cochebiano, no cradie, or Shentadiano, Chebiane. You be say I was on a panel no call who no film. Me one video no who won't be. What I say. So yes, Ablekuma West constituency. So Esla Owusu enso Chebiane. But on no betrem say look later crown no betrem say or no aduane no. Na ideally one yes or the ba be check or mo beto aba no. But then no the bread or pulling agent no. What I say because it is just right say if they are there to be your watchman and watchwomen it is just right say obemom BBD. So that was it. But before then no it created a little bit of tension there. Ablekuma West constituency ho. Now police and so arrested. It was alleged say Royal End Hotel no. Pukase. It was alleged say na ebimo tom printed ballot no like ebimo to aba no. What I say? Pukase ho no. Ebimo to aba no ballot ne so and afi no omo nkasa so twa bi gum. Oman so biometric verification machine ni bi mo kamu ne printer ne ade and a buy say you know they've been caught by the guys. So it looked as if allegedly no I say party be per se and some people want to try their best to rig the election but omo the fa na youth need the share omo the fa no mo the share and wonderfully no look as if the youth this time around the youth were so vigilant massa they have never seen election in Ghana youth na any daho for election na say we da any daho pan say you can say we are policing the ballot we are policing our vote it tells you how angry Ghana for you. Now let's move on. I just want this to be very short what I say. Now you feel about lose seat in so then we just give our take on everything. As usual, America Boaje about Bonte press conference. They denying these allegations and they say it has nothing to do with MPP and then there are no evidence and blah blah blah. But you see, my point is this. Since they had it, my problem is say omudi na possible whether it has a verified stamp or not, no, so it will definitely do harm. It will cause some level of damage. What I say, but then again, you to know it means stamp on their grounds it never did anything. So then MP for Inshaya, so this MP, Stephen Amwa said, Obekaya, this was the particular MP when the e-levy was. Oh, you better pass. Look, I quite with him, quite with the Kasai about he live, you know. Well, now when he was going to vote, and this is how you get to know, say, in fact, not tension, when people knew. It looked as if they knew, say, they are going to lose. I said, but then they were, I said, no, man, kasa hope. What I say, they were having some level of hope. Be said, hey, be a last minute gimmicks, you know, a bit me, BB. But unia, yeah, and in time, But how are not all voting? No, not all share obi or no voting tells you how scared he was. I feel obi club is honorable nothing. So you see, this tells you how scared na oye. Ono de na onim say nye den na and seat san shaye so one de say bi ono aka so retire because they are MPP faithfuls. So regardless no we den na e bi ono ne de but presidential no na e bi on betumi ama bawumia showdown. So they were all scared in that way because even if we win as MP na bawumia lose ya definitely no though Nyama want to go on Maubenya but when you to say anka unya presidential ne kan ho a enka be kwa kosi. Now one viral video one video called viral, then people were asking say you who this side because we saw say na a civilian be any military man be or when you encounter an engagement be, then people were like, oh say na tie dey military men na nya there. Then others were like, oh, we haven't seen the genesis of the story. Now let me tell you, Ghana Armed Forces my presser. Now based on their press release, they said they are not going to deploy or station any armed personnel and as any armed force personnel. So just be anywhere or be station or polling agents or polling station unless of course police force, so they will be on standby. Not say they are not going out, they will go out, but they are not going to be stationed at a polling station because it will serve some level of, I say, normal ordinary Ghanaian and a military man are different. What I say, it be to me at the cause fear and panic. For some people, I be almost military, Emma process and yes, any more pen and for peaceful election, so just actually not police for because they are supposed to have that civil duty, as far as the election is concerned. So they said, say police for no be here extra hands there. Then if they call on them, they are on standby. To me about. Now this military man wanted to go to the election, wanted to go to the polling station. Well, for what exactly he wanted to go and do over there, now we can't tell, and you can't also say just for the mere fact or military man ma on si polling station ho kra obetimi akoho but only say bia we cause ontumi ko order will be around, but polling station is a polling station equally. So we military attack to no so Ghanaian obetimi akofa ho what I say bia o twam kra ho ha we ndey. But this I heard say Obuasi East NDC communication officer and are approaching us. No way. So Obama military man I will share uniform. In fact, military men I will share uniform. I call police station and that generated the whole thing. So you could see the friend na o video what I say the whole encounter and obi nso gina chire Obuasi ni bi nso gina chire onu nso video and the guy was telling you onu video no Obuasi ni say onu ni mo stopping the video no. And the guy was like, your friend is videoing and you are asking me to shun the video. Which you can't say that because we are equally Ghanaians and you are videoing. What you are saying? Now, me video media, how do you tell me? Maybe you video and then you tell me, so you don't want this to happen, you don't want this to go on camera. That is fine. But not when you video for you to get evidence of whatever that will happen. And then you don't want me to have my own. It doesn't make sense. So yes, the whole thing generated argument and stuff, and then it ended the way it ended. What you say? It ended up with gunshots and stuff, and but then nobody actually. But I heard say later now military men about doors no be good so there. He ended up in a hospital. So but still now alive. Just almost a few injuries here and then a bronze. Go hospital and receiving treatment. So that was it. When it comes to Obuasi Diana, now end up with all these brouhaha Kaswa. I don't know how come when it comes to Kaswa, every election since 2020 there has to be a gunshot. I don't know. Meaning say if Anka it is going to be a pattern there. But I don't know whether say how Akumsin no allegedly, because it is alleged say how Akumsin in call for and a twin two no. But if that is good, that was going to be the pattern, because how Akumsin no more free so. Because if that was going to be the pattern, say utwin two na utumi ye niam say utwin two na nko for come echi na nko for tumi aye your money oma underground. But if that was going to be the whole pattern, there na nkenye. Because 2020 happened, nobody actually talked about it, and it happened again in 2024. But this time around, no, just because the people really spoke, and utumi say I don't know, you too tiawa to the extent say who's a margin no. You have no option. Even the EC can never do anything for you. But say but if say you talk with wide margin, senya Mahama bawumia say na bawumia na ya mubonwi no ba ono ahwe senya ade ne kona ono wa congratulate Mahama ne dia, then there is nothing you can do. What I say. So how comes in? Obviously, we're losing the seats. But it happened, say, allegedly, yes, say how comes in a cofancophobia by Krumo and tag be Eddie, how comes in a cheat. Na would school park no, and a shooting incident be a corso, and as a corso, that was Endra. Emma, one person was shot in the leg, or ended up hospital. I heard say, a nine and year jumabium to the eye, and I just a more amputating and I know, I just uncle Channel. And yes. And you see, the sad aspect of this story is that Nipana one akwano krenya the direct we no numpuna or ye short no. Onumpuno short nanka no. Ekoka obi a ono no kra no ye ocheso nam ni baby. Onumum no suffer the whole thing no. What I say. Now there was an eyewitness account to this story.
Ya peyi ba kubi ya friend brata mimu akakaka sabo mu tem kakra ana mpanifuo be mu no mu settle ye nti wono akọ no ka se obetumi akun obi a omuntumi kasa mujai di obo otu onu nti okọ ye no okọ tif palace akọkun ye oni boy bi etire na odi car pick up white you ten no yi car no nti o yi car no na ye ka se maybe oba be shadia sana ono oni made a woni ti driver no so di o shoot no aye driver upload wa ha oba be go ti afọ nti o hu se ntokwa ni si no see like obe pata e wa na etuo wa bo bi se guy no 37 yesi ni nai ba ko ase
enti nanka ono momo kwa akopata ntokwa no ono
akopata ntokwa no
obe shoot west ni chin no west chin no se na ekota
ono guy no akopata ntokwa no guy no wa jan ko lan kitinti ye pe justice awa kumsi wa ye pe justice kaswa se dia pe justice etuo no ya break wonu ye pe justice
2020
sorry 2020 the same thing police station dia efemu anu nti na afi we ye se ye nya pre-agent nti ye pe justice wa kaswa provided na kaswa afi bia mu boyedi kaswa afi bia mu be boyedi election ade awa kumsi uni papa kudi problem kokofu onu ba ya
to come
yensuo kokofu onu ba ya awa kumsi nkola nu ba ena yesu ye tire omu se yesu yensuo ye tina ye nansu trip we dia ya mpini ma awa kumsi ye tina ye nansu pa ya bre tu onu moda no ya bre ya justice ayama hu
okay thank you.
But you see, sometimes the problem is you don't just listen to one side of the story. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's an allegation, allegedly, no. Yes, it's alleged. Said this guy, is for how Kumsin, but how Kumsin has not come out to either deny or debunk or anything. I think that focused on the whole election, no send a but I'm sure we are definitely going to hear from her what I say, because these people are all the people who are not almost perceive. And so if these things happen, you don't expect CBA, they will just go in all out for how comes in and just say. So yes, until say we hear something differently from that camp, that is what happened in Kaswa. In fact, even in Kaswa, Galilea, I think Iron City office, there's one police station be of Iron City office. That they also require. I think one person even passed out. Yes, one person died from the whole thing. Also, a shooting incident and a casualty. So of this election, I think they've recorded like 2 casualties. One in Kaswa and the one in other areas. What I say. So as far as I said, hula balloons near the Adena air concern, look, this election, if there is one thing I've learned from this election, is that in as much as said, people didn't change, like Oman the way of voting, self 8 years, no. I've seen some level of awakening, though they didn't give Cheddar a chance, they didn't give Alan Chairman a chance. But the way they voted tells you how angry Ghanaians were. Looking at how almost 2 MPs, like, Charlie. It is so sad. It is so sad what I say. But then again, though it is sad personally, but for the collective good, it is good. For collectively, it is good for the nation. Because we'll be to me international on your home to say the out there, say the Bruce Benyado. As I would always King Kong. You are sitting on a borrowed time bomb. What I say, time no son kwandia. Ebe Pascal. Now, let's talk about MPs or Melusi or Musit. Now, let's also talk about the dynamism. Maybe it's our Kumsin. We're losing the seats. I want to sing ya. Now, on one day, it looks as if say it is something na boba. Because in 2020, it took some level of, and your DB near the firm and a fire. But this time around, there was no way it was going to be possible. Though that seat in Ankasano, how comes in MPP near Watnas one and near Dia, what me call, for some level of, I say, Watnas so cratch it. What I say, but yeah, normal, so how comes in Belusi the seat. And looking at how sometimes, so sometimes, yes, power corrupts, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. So I'm true, you could see from how some of these people were talking now, it looked as if they think that like they own the place. They think that they own the place and they think they command, because some of the communication officers and when they are talking, how comes in there on to me free so look at look. Unia, so yes, how comes in lost in the seats. Then Kwame A+ won. Yes, and this is one of the victories. Like personally, I am so much impressed. Gomwa Central, there are people who Obiaka say are there in so many. Like if they know you, they know you. They are very loyal. They are people that just say no matter what you do, no, if they are loyal to you, they are loyal to you. Incumbents, na NPP. And looking at how NPP in so office, and Kwame A+ won with a margin of like I think 2,000 votes. Okay, other candidates they had about 10,000, over 10,000 votes. And NPP candidates 11,000 votes. Kwame A+ had 14,000 votes. It tells you how, what I say. Yes, there's it's not fixed. Like it was, I think, 14,000 coins. And NPP also had like 11,000 coins. So it is just a huge margin. As far as independent candidature is concerned. Or independent. And looking at development, and then Yama now was shassi or one day. One time, I'm not guy before. So, puntu the idea. So, shall incumbent or Tsonia Bravo. Now, be independent. Unya Messi so. Not any man, it was just right. What I said. Said, Mobe show appreciation to Kwame A+. So, congratulations to Kwame A+. He won. Yes. Then Ayawaso West Wogon. That was one constituency. John Dumelo Ewini the seat for Ayawaso West Wogon constituency. In fact, as an entertainment and as an entertainer, movie actor, now what we really say, it is good for the creative industry, because at the end of the day, if we have people that they really understand the creative arts industry now, it will make like. Say yeah, more can be in parliament now. It has to do with the industry now. You get people they will rally behind it. People who really understand the plight of the industry players to just be in parliament. And Obianswa ABA infan say what was seen Nimubia be say, oh, regardless of how it's maybe I can also get myself into the position of power. Send a bear me to me affected changes around me. What I say. It is just a good statement to me. What I say, what they win no cry here, you there, Yamfa Bibia Cranton, him winning no is a big statement, and it is good for the whole industry, you know. Now, apart from Onoswa, Unya, now Esla Owusu also lost the seats, and it is one of the things personally, yeah, I think, yeah. I'm not going to talk much about Esla Owusu losing the seat, but then I'm going straight forward. Now I talk about Baba Sadik or Christian Central. And this man, Charlie, I just like his personality and the fact that people didn't really think it was going to happen, but it happened. It happened. So if you ask me, the people are on my losing seat and I'm winning seat, and at the seat and I'm in many home. Baba Sadik no. Kwame A+, John Dumelo, and Hawa Kumsin. Those were the seater na me share. And then it turned out the way I really wanted the whole thing to turn out. So yes, obviously, you could see I'm very happy here. Now, Mami would also join our comment section now say, I feel like youth not to abano, and they've protected their ballots right to the end. Because up to this point, we are just waiting to easy, you know, at the official declarations about one thing, because all these we are talking about, you know, a provisional results. They have not been authenticated yet. What I say, but bawumia, a press conference and what that, you know, Ghana for and I congratulated the former president and the incoming president John Dramani Mahama. Mami would outdrain our comment section. No, I say this has been your #1 show. What's up today? And dear Kunina na mabone boa, and I'm the McBrown. Bidding Edinana Dynamic. See you in the next one.
Blessings, blessings, blessings. A kinky, reggae. The love with key and core respect. 2024 and beyond. Heat. Abusian 4 and Dynamic TV Plus. Subscribe. Name me a notification bell on the show. Name me all. Send me a drop level Biana. Obekachi. Dynamic TV Plus. Heat.